Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're not new, thank you very much for being back with me. Okay, so today I am back with a new video. I feel like there's a lot of new people here lately, and if I'm being honest, my content is kind of confusing, right? Like one day I'm posting cat videos, then suddenly I'm traveling, then I'm talking about my business, and then I'm at a random festival eating watermelon. So I thought it would actually be fun to do a real get to know me, because I realized most people probably know little pieces of me, but not the full picture. So yeah, hi and welcome to whatever this is. So I don't have a big enough community to go and ask for questions. So I'm just gonna ask myself some questions because I'm cool like that. So what's my name? My name is Angie. Well, technically, no, that's not my real name. My real name is Angela, but nobody calls me that unless it's like for business or for official stuff. It feels too serious when people call me Angela. You can just call me Angie. How old am I? So I am 29, which apparently shocks people because people constantly think I'm either 16 in high school or somehow still a teenager. I literally get comments about this all the time. So why do I look so young? I think it's just probably genetics mixed with a baby face, which it's funny because I feel like I look 15, but I feel 45 mentally. How do you pronounce your last name? Okay, so my last name is actually Di Lillo. It is Italian. I am Italian. My dad was actually born here, but my grandparents immigrated from Italy in the 1960s. Why do people call me Zili? Honestly, nobody calls me Dili. I just had to come up with like a name for my channel, and I felt like my real last name was like too complicated, so I just shortened it up. Where do I live? So I live in Canada in the Ottawa Gatineau area, so at the border between Quebec and Ontario. And yes, I survive winter every year somehow. What languages do I speak? So I speak English and French, but French is my main language, so that's why sometimes I'm like looking for my words in English because I kind of learned it by myself. And sometimes it's hard to remember some words. I think I'm good enough. I'm trying to learn Italian too, but it takes a lot of time and efforts. So yeah, one day. So what do I do for work? That's the part that's like confusing everybody. I own a company called ADL, and so I do building inspections and reserve fund studies for condominiums, which sounds super serious compared to the fact that I also post videos of my cats eating yogurt, but it's fine. What even is a reserve fund study? So basically, condos need to financially prepare for future repairs and replacement. So for the common elements like roof, windows, balconies, parkings, and all that stuff. And my job is to inspect the building and analyze everything, estimate future costs, and help create a long-term financial plan. So yeah, I basically analyze buildings for a living, and I also have a full-time job because I just started my business 1 year ago. So I'm also a national property appraiser for an insurance company. So I estimate the cost if something happens, like a flooding, a sewer backup, a fire. I do all that. Are you surprised? So why did I choose that career path? Honestly, I always love like architecture, houses, building, construction, all that stuff, and I love to be out of my comfort zone. And weirdly enough, I genuinely enjoy analyzing problems and figuring things out. So I'm also super detail oriented, so it's both a blessing and a curse. Am I still in school? Yes. So right now I'm balancing school, my business, YouTube, and life, and approximately 700 mental tabs open at all times, but it's okay. So why did I start YouTube? I think, first of all, I love watching YouTube videos. And I also love filming things. Even when I was younger, I love filming random little moments. And now that I learned how to edit videos and like creating an aesthetic storytelling videos. I really like it. I think it's a form of art, and I feel like YouTube gives me a place to be creative while also capturing memories. What kind of content do I make? So honestly, everything. Lifestyle vlogs, travel videos, cat content, deep talk, shorts, chaotic moments, random adventures, festivals. My channel is basically just my life in video form. So what's my goal with YouTube? I really want to create content that feels comforting and real. Like, I don't want videos to feel fake or perfect. I want people to feel like they're just hanging out with me and like cozy internet friendship energy. Am I introverted or extroverted? Honestly, I think I'm both. It really depends. It's hard to explain. I can either talk for 7 hours straight or disappear from society for 3 business days. So both. What's something that people misunderstand about me? I think because I post online, people assume I'm like super confident all the time, but honestly, I overthink everything. Now that I'm medicated, I'm way better, but still. What stresses me out the most? Uh, my own brain, maybe. Like, I think too much, I care too much, and I analyze everything too deeply. But, and also because I have so many goals and projects, sometimes my brain just never fully shuts off, especially when you have your own business. But I'm finding ways to relax. So, what makes me really happy? Honestly, like small moments, like a good coffee, pretty sunset, traveling, a peaceful day, or just editing a video I genuinely love, or the best, my cat's just sleeping beside me. Like, tiny moments like that feel so meaningful to me. So, how many cats do I have? I have 2 cats, Gaia and Cleo. And yes, they run my whole life. Gaia is chaotic, dramatic, intelligent, very intelligent, and slightly unhinged. And Cleo is literally just the sweetest tiny baby ever. So, why do I walk my cats? Honestly, it's just because Gaia acts like a dog trapped inside of a cat body. She is a Highland Lynx and she just loves adventures. What's my favorite place I have traveled to? It is Italy. It honestly has a huge place in my heart. It was my first time going to Europe this last summer. I mean, there's just something about the lifestyle there that feels so much slower and more human there, and people actually enjoy life there, and I feel really peaceful when I'm there. What is my biggest dream? I think my biggest dream is honestly just freedom. Freedom to create, freedom to travel, freedom to build meaningful things, freedom to help people, freedom to live in a way that feels authentic to me, and freedom of expression. So, what is one random fact about me? Well, I think that might be everybody, but I can spend hours researching random things for absolutely no reason. Like, I actually fall into research spirals constantly or like super weird YouTube videos, like, and I get into it. So, what is my aesthetic? I honestly feel like my aesthetic changes every month, but overall, it's like cozy but chaotic but soft. And I love pink. And late night editing, little adventures, and comfort energy, and random stuff. What's something I want people to know about me? I think I just want people to know that I'm still figuring life out like everybody else. And even if someone looks like they have everything together online, especially, most people are honestly just trying their best. And at the end of the day, everybody has their problems when they're going home. So we have to be mindful of that. What's my coffee order? My coffee order changes every day. If I go to like Tim Hortons or McDonald's, it's gonna be a double double. If I go to Starbucks, it's gonna be like a cinnamon thing, either iced or hot. It depends on the temperature, you know? We're in Canada here. What's my most chaotic trait? I think it's like I start like 20 something projects at the same time with full confidence that I'm gonna finish everything, but I just don't finish. But at least like I feel like I focus on the right things, if that makes sense. What is my biggest red flag? I'll convince myself that I can do like everything in one day, and then I'll just wonder why I get overwhelmed. So I just need to plan more times for things that I have to do and not think like, oh, I'm gonna do that super fast. No, no. It's gonna take the time it takes. What's my favorite thing to film? Honestly, it's just little everyday moments or like deep talk. These kind of videos that feel nostalgic while they're really happening. What's my most random obsession right now? Well, I have a lot. Let me think about it. I'm obsessed with like true crime these days, especially Dr. Insanity. Literally, I'm watching all the videos right now. What's my comfort show or movie? I love the TV show You. I love to rewatch it. I'm obsessed. And for movie, I love the High School Musical. So what kind of music do I listen to? Honestly, I listen to almost anything, like everything and anything. But these days, I like club remixes. What is my most toxic habit? Is that I just want to be like in the bath. Like, that's why I say like I feel 45 mentally. I don't know. But I just want to be in the bath all the time. I feel so good in the bath. What is something I am bad at? I'm bad at relaxing. Like my brain can't shut off. Like it's really bad. That's why I like to be in the bath. What is my weirdest skill? I notice the tiny details because, well, I'm a building inspector. So, what is my biggest pet peeve? Lying. Even small white lies. Just don't like it. What is something I could talk about for hours? Buildings, Italy, I guess psychology, human behavior, cats, anything, honestly. What is my favorite season? Summer, because I like going to the beach. And here it's only for 2 months, so I feel like we're craving for it, and when it gets there, you're gonna see. What I love to do is I love to do paddle boarding. I have my own paddle board, and there's a few spots here in the area that I can just go and get on my paddle and roam. So be tuned for this summer. What is my biggest goal right now? It's to build a life that actually feels peaceful instead of constantly surviving, and to live in the moment instead of in the past or the future. So yeah, that was my little get to know me. I hope you liked it. If you stick until the end, thank you so much. This helps me so much. And I feel like I still barely answered anything because my life is honestly kind of chaotic and random, but hopefully now you understand a little bit more about who I am and what this channel is. And if you have more questions, maybe I'll do a part 2. Anyways, don't forget to like the video if you liked it and to subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you in the next video. And don't forget to take care of yourself. Okay, bye.